Hello, how are you doing? My video today is going to be that I want to leave you a message that everything is unfolding perfectly. And it is your birthright to have perfect well-being and manifest magic in your life. This is what you were here for. So what I'm going to do is explain some things, and then I also want to leave you with an emotional healing component, because that's what I am. That is my gift as an emotional healer. So my goal is not to ever tell you how you have to be, but to show you how you can be who you need to be, and doing this on your own. You can prove every single thing I know to yourself. So first off, I do want to say that there is a lot going on the planet. That's true. And we're going through a major ascension, which we've been going through for quite a long time. That's true. Now, some people post what you have to do it, and that's not how it is. Because in truth, all we are souls. I think you know that by now. I hope you know that by now. We are not human. So you have a soul contract to awaken when it's your time. And when you are ready to awaken, that is really the only time you can create change for yourself. So it's not for anybody to tell you you have to do this or it's not going to happen. Or you have to, run, or you have to write things down, or whatever. Do you know, everybody has an idea what you have to do, or it's not going to happen for you. And that's not true. You already know when your time is to awaken. So what is going on right now with the planet is, astrologically, it is forcing you to be more compassionate and loving, because that's who you truly are, and to find what your truth is. And I want you to really realize that you have been brainwashed. You have been full of propaganda. You have been lied to. But that's not to be upset about. It's not to be angry about. And it's definitely not to point fingers at anyone for who they do anything evil, bad, or wrong. Because we are not single souls on a planet that come here, live, die, and go off eternally. Religion is man-made. And the people who really stick to their religious beliefs are the ones who suffer the most. And a thought came to me last week, that if you were brainwashed in religious services daily or weekly for years and years and years about how God's going to punish you and send you to heaven or hell, and you so believe that, and then I come along and tell you that you're your own God, that's probably a very scary thing. Because I believe, and I could be wrong, but this is what I think. I think that most of you who feel that way or believe that are afraid to believe something different. Because what if what I say is not true, and then you do go to hell over it? So this is how you overcome that. You don't have to believe me, and you don't have to believe what anybody says. All you have to believe is yourself. Your heart has all your answers. And what is true for you is your truth. If it's not true for me, it doesn't matter. The world has been forced to go outside of yourself, to look at everything and judge everybody and who's right and who's wrong and blah, 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 blah. And you got to stop that. You got to look inside yourself and deal from your heart space. You have your answers. You know everything, but you are closed up to it because of your fear, and you need to release your fear. And how do you release your fears? You focus on yourself. You learn how to live in your present moment. You don't live in your future, and you don't live in your past, because your past is an illusion and you create your future. I've already done a video on how you are your own creator. And I'm going to say this again. Every single solitary thing you think, you don't even have to verbalize it. You just have to think it, and you create it. So how do you create your future? You act like you already have it. You don't say, I'm sick, I have pains, I hurt, I'm poor, I'm broke, because that's what you'll be. You don't say, I can never have a relationship. All men are evil and all women are bitches. That's what you create for yourself. You need to believe this, that you are your own creator, and you can prove it to yourself by just saying something and watch it happen. Because it's your birthright. This world is beautiful. It's magical. I mean, hopefully you read my poem today. I mean, you don't have to sit here and wait for the world to change. The world already has changed. It's only how you see it. That was my message from my poem today. So you can focus on all the things that make you upset. And then you can attract all the negative energy in the whole wide world. And you can settle it into your body. And then you can kill yourself, because that's how intensely negative and depressed you will feel. Or you can fight your depression, first off, by saying, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, until you become and feel happy. You've got to repeat these positive affirmations until you feel it, because you could read a whole bunch of stuff, but if you don't feel what you read, it just goes in one ear and it just goes right out the other ear. Does that make sense? So, write yourself a list of affirmations. Wake up every day and think about all the things you can be grateful for. And don't fear all the things that go on around you, because things happen for a reason. Accidents, death. There is no death, but you call it death, that's fine. Everything. The fires in LA, if you want to help the people in LA deal with the stress of being involved in this fire and losing their homes, then send them peace and love. Send them healing energy. But don't get upset. Don't get mad, and don't worry. Because worry is fear-based energy. And then all you do is send them that. And I don't think that's what you want to do. Don't look around at what other people are doing or how other people are behaving. It's not your problem. It's not up to you to look outside of yourself. If you want to heal yourself and you want to heal the world, you want to heal everybody on this planet, you have to start from you, because your energy spreads out. You don't even have to open your mouth. So don't focus on any negative stuff, because trust me, you don't know the reason. You have no clue what the reason is. You don't know any people's soul contract. You don't know why people deal with the things that they deal with. I mean, some of them are obvious to me, like abandonment issues is you've abandoned people. I mean, karma does not just happen here so you can set up a gas chamber and kill people for doing things that you think they shouldn't do. So And it's not about being revengeful and hateful and separate. Oh my God, this planet, the propaganda has separated, and everybody, and I believe, seriously, still believe that the USA is worse than any other country in the world, because we're fed the most propaganda. So everybody here was brainwashed to believe that you need to search for money, 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 money. That's not the truth. You search for love. Love yourself. God is the supplier of your money, and your job is only a channel of it. Everything is like that. So, these fires. Okay, so if you look on the news and you look at the people who are driving through the fires, you can see it's scary. Some people write California is burning. You write that down, then everybody reads it and everybody starts having negative comments about California. Everybody's afraid to leave where they live because of what they read on the news. Propaganda. California is a huge state. I have driven across the whole USA. And most of the states in the United States have some big cities, and the rest of the state is full of land and agriculture, or, I don't know, farming or nothing, where pretty much 90% of California is inhabited by people, and there's cities everywhere. There's people everywhere. And then, we are the big agricultural state. We grow a lot of things. We have great weather, blah, blah, blah. We have earthquakes, but we don't have them every day. We don't have them every year. It's so many people go, I don't want to live in California because of your earthquakes and now your fires. Come on, we're not the only people who have a fire. We're not the only state that has earthquakes, but we're known for that. And what does it create? Fear, false evidence appearing real. Now, I went to Disneyland yesterday. I was an hour away from the fires. There was no smoke. The weather was beautiful. Everything was normal. So why these fires are going on? I say it's divinely directed. Some of these tragedies are not divinely directed. They are created by the evil people who live here. But that's neither here nor there. We have been brainwashed to believe that a president is going to heal you and take care of all the things that you need, and you need to go out and fight, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. You don't need to do anything but heal yourself and love yourself. And that energy is so strong and so powerful that you just uplift people everywhere you are. You don't have to open your mouth. They pick up that energy. And then you draw to yourself all the love energy that all these other people are feeling. And you can't feel anything but love. And what's going on in the planet is trying to get you to see things differently. So you just might wake up one day and something that made you mad, you won't feel mad anymore. You will notice that maybe some of the things that you think are fun for entertainment don't really entertain you that much anymore. Now, this is a personal thing. It's not anything I've picked up, but I do feel strongly that corporations are going down, the banks are going down, and you'll see finance reports like, oh, we're going to lose all our money and stuff. Fear, fear, fear. Stay away from negative, stay away from negative, stay away from negative. Because I live in an extremely expensive state. And people go, oh, I can't live in California, it's too expensive. Well, that's because you live in the illusion. I live right in the middle of California. I live in the middle of $1 million homes and $1,700 a month apartments. I don't pay that. I don't have to pay that because I know that everything comes from God. Your angels and guides can set anything up that you need. All you have to do is ask, but you have to believe it. You can't put energy and fear and worry into anything that you want, because then you operate the law of resistance and you resist it. So to have things in your future, I mean, pretty much all I do is go, well, I would love to have an apartment that has a this, a that, a this, that. But this time, because I do live here, I needed a place that I could afford. So that's what I got. It just was presented to me. I didn't even have to look for it. I had to make one phone call. And the one phone call led me to a property that was affordable for low income. I'm low income. So what? My father used to give me so much crap that he was all about the money, and my sisters are all about the money. And I never was about the money because I knew from a child that money wasn't the driving force. I knew Kennedy was killed by the government. I knew that my generation of people were brainwashed to go to work, go finish grade school, go to college, get a degree, get a job, stay there for 20 years, retire, have your retirement money, and then go live your life. At 18, I knew that wasn't true. So what did I do? I made sure I had a job that I could do anywhere in the United States. I could live anywhere I want. No job was going to keep me plastered down to some place that I lived and maybe hated because it was a good paying job. And then I would get my retirement. And all of this is what you're going to wait for in your future. How many of you know people who died before they retired, who were fired before they got their retirement pay? I mean, that's a lie. And then I know a whole bunch of other people who were taken out of their positions so they wouldn't have to get paid retirement pay. I just know these things. I'm not smart. It's my destiny. There's people, that post here about Pleiadian channelings that I don't do. I don't get that information. Do I try to get that information? No, I just respect who I am, love who I am, and just be who I am. And I don't try to be like anyone else. I don't try to keep up with other people. All I really want to do is help everybody. And I'm very compassionate. And sometimes I upset people because I tell them the truth and they're not ready to hear it. And they, hiss at Maxine, the evil witch. But, in the past, when I was bullied and laughed at all my life, it upset me. It doesn't upset me anymore. Nothing upsets me. I am free of depression, free of heartache, free of feeling sorry for myself. That was all programs. That's all it is. And, I figured out what I can be happy doing. And the person who I like spending time with the most is myself. I mean, that's how it should be. You just love yourself so much that you enjoy spending time by yourself, with yourself. And that's what you want to do. And, you can look at the beauty that's around you. I mean, I told my guides I want to post all my poetry to pictures. And I find the photos. I fill up my phone with these photos. And, It's beautiful. And I know you all like my photos too that I post with my poetry, and everything goes together. Why does it go together? Because I told my guides that's how I want my poetry. They want me to write the poetry. And so I just told them, well, this is, I didn't tell them like this at first because, it was new to me. And, I had a little apprehension. Am I going to get poetry? I mean, but you see, it just gets better and better and better and better. I don't question it. I write everything I get. And if I get it, I believe it. I trust it. And that's what you need to do. You need to trust everything that you feel, everything that you receive. I don't go on a trip without asking my guidance because they have a higher vision. They know months and months and months in advance. And I mean, I've dreamt 15, 20 years in advance. So what does that mean? But all you need to do is wake up every day and think of only positive things to say. If you get fired from a job, oh, there's something better for me. Or everything is positive. Every single thing is positive. If you get sick, then heal yourself. Just say, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Sickness isn't real. I am not human. I am spirit, and I don't get sick. And you can heal yourself. And then you can visualize light going in through your body. You can look on the internet at a picture of how your knee's supposed to look, how your back's supposed to look, whatever it is that's ailing you, and then send love energy to it. You can call on Archangel Raphael and have him get your green, call on his green, emerald green light healing energy to heal you. Pain is not from God. Death is not from God. Pain is not from God. It's not. This is not real. This is what's going away. And the sooner you awaken, the sooner you will see, and your life will change. It's magic. It's so magic. There's so much that goes on right in front of your face that you can't see. There's a lot of people here on Facebook who get those beautiful light pillars and rainbow colors. And I am more into the elementals. And I can see them. They're like all over my body right now. They're in the atmosphere. You look out into the air and you just see, I don't know what you see, I guess whatever you're looking at. But there's a million things right there in front of your face that you don't see. And elementals are now coming to me in holographic forms. I mean, as big as me. So they're right here. The world is right here. People who transition are right here. Nobody is off somewhere in some far off land or buried under the ground. I mean, if you have someone who's passed away, don't mourn them because you only hurt them by doing that. They hear everything you say because we're energy. I can talk to the starships. They talk back to me. I can talk to a rock, a tree, a dog, a cat, a bird, a lizard, because we're all one. We're not separate from anything or anybody. Nobody. So you need to get that through your head somehow or other. And how do you do it? Just through love. Love of self will do it. Being happy will do it. Forcing yourself to be happy by just saying you are happy. I mean, there are days, you know, through this transition that I've woken up and felt tired. There was a time in my life that I felt like I had to go do things. I have to be productive. I have to get something done. I have to plan my fun. And it's always a disappointment. And, you know, it's like, I used to feel guilty just not leaving my house. And I love my house. I love everything about my place. And I love spending time by myself. Sometimes I can get around a whole bunch of people and I feel more alone than I do by myself because I can't relate to these people or they can't relate to me, you know? And so sometimes it gives me that outcast feeling, but you know, it's all in my head because I'm not outcast. I'm actually have gone through hell and back. Everybody's gone through hell and back. That was your choice. It's the laws. It's a universal law, period, dot. That's it. If you want to dispute what I say, read the laws. Study the truth instead of the lies, the propaganda. Anyway, so if you want to heal your life, you speak only positive words. If you want money, money is easy, always comes easy to me. Thank you for the money I have to pay my rent, whatever. Because you already have what you want to create it. You want a girlfriend? I have the most beautiful girlfriend. She's so loving. I mean, all the things that you want from your partner is what you already have to manifest it. You want someone who's independent. You want someone who's sensitive. You want somebody who's quiet. You want somebody who's talkative. Whatever you want, you have it. And you speak as if you have it. And you talk to her every day. Every single day she's in your life to bring her to your life. You want to be healthy? You're healthy today. You know, I used to bash the doctors. They really just don't know any better. They weren't trained to heal us. There's, I'm sure, quite a few doctors who are intuitive, but it's just their training. So, I mean, I was in the hospital. They can't figure me out at all. I don't follow any of their protocols. So here's another example. I mean, they thought I had a stroke. They did every test to find out I had a stroke. Because in a book of medical history, I followed the protocol of a stroke, but I healed in front of their eyes without doing anything. So, well, I did. I said I'm okay. My blood pressure was 210. So I just said my blood pressure is always low. I'm always healthy and I'm okay. 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 And then my blood pressure started to drop. All my tests are normal and they can't figure it out. They don't understand it. So, I mean, I know, you know, people go into the hospital and have surgeries and stuff, and all of you worry so much. I mean, really, just send them love energy. Send them positive healing energy. That's all you need to do. Don't worry. Worry is fear-based, fear-based. If you worry, you're afraid of death. There is no death. There is no death. There is no death. There is no death. It's not real. You've inhabited a different body every time you've been here. You are a sum total of every life you've ever had. Some of your ailments are karmic ailments from other lifetimes that you can release through love, healing, and wisdom. You're not like, you know, sentenced to bad issues or health issues because of past life karma. You can heal it. Everything is curable. Everything. And if you have to go outside the medical field to cure yourself, then do it. But follow your heart. Ask your guides. Let them guide you. Don't take control over your life. You need to release control. You need to trust. And you need to release all your fear. So, that's why I post all the things that I do that most none of you will do, because I trust. I never have a bad outcome. Everything always comes out miraculously, because that's life. And I'm trying to show you by being an example for you. So do it in baby steps. Do little tiny things you want to manifest. I don't know, let's say you want flowers from your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or you want her to fix you dinner. Just say that she does that for you. And then he will bring you flowers, whatever it is. That's a little thing you can manifest. I mean, the weather report yesterday for Disneyland was high wind, strong gust of winds. This is why these fires in LA are spreading so fast, because we're having, I don't know, they call them Santa Ana winds. That's why our temperature, sometimes we have these Santa Ana winds, and then our temperature goes up to like 80 degrees. So I manifested Disneyland's weather yesterday. I read the report. It said high winds, 80 degrees, major gusts. I drove through Orange County, and there was no wind. And then all of a sudden, this big, huge gust of wind came, and I mean, blowing everything all over the place. And then I get into Disneyland, and it's exactly how I manifested it. It was beautiful, warm weather. There was zero wind, not even 1 mile an hour. It was like you were indoors the whole damn day. And then when I said, I'm leaving, a wind gust came. Do you see what I mean? You have these powers, people. You do. I'm even going to show you my fingernails. You see my fingernails? Okay. My thing about my nails is, they're soft. They crack, they bend, they split, they peel. So I've done acrylic nails, and I did them for like 20 years. And then I became allergic to the acrylics, and I had to stop doing those. And I was very sad. And because my nails were dangerous. So then I did those press-on nails, but they kept falling off, and they were a pain in the butt. So for like 2 years, I did nothing. And then I started doing gel nails for a year. And those are almost like having acrylics. They just paint this gel polish on your nail. It makes it strong. They last for 3-4 weeks. And, and they look pretty, whatever. And then I became allergic to gel polish. And I was, kind of upset, because I just like to have pretty nails. I mean, if that's what I want, that's what I want. So what I started to do was worry about it, because it's a knee-jerk reaction. And then, I said, forget that. I'm going to visualize my nails looking so pretty, and the nail polish staying on, and my nails not cracking, not peeling, not splitting, not doing all the things I've ever done. And I have the most beautiful nails, and I visualize them. And lo and behold, 2 weeks ago, I went to my nail salon, had her take off my gel polish. And, I asked her, do you have something you could put on my nails that make them strong? No, nothing. So I had her paint them. And not one nail is broke. Not one nail polish is chipped off. And these nails are my nails with this polish. And it's been 2 weeks. It's a miracle. Is it a miracle? No. Why did it happen? I created it. I believed it. I trusted it. I visualized it. Do small things like that to prove to yourself that you can do these things, that you are your own God creator, and this is your God's given birthright. And I don't know what's going on with this. I see there's people here, but nobody can leave me a message, a comment, or anything. I mean, technology is very interesting to me, but it's also Mercury retrograde. So anyhow, that's what I wanted to tell you. And just rid yourself of fears. Say everything positive. Everything positive. Everything is positive. Practice, practice, practice. Because it's going to take practice. Because you've been this way for thousands of years. You can't change in a second. So don't beat yourself up. Don't ever call yourself a failure. Negative. Take all those negative words out. They don't belong in your vocabulary. Everything is beautiful. Everything is love. Everything is peace. Everything is healed. And just go out and spread your love energy and help other people feel good too, just by being next to you. And that's my message. You have a blessed day. Love you all, and happy creating your magic.